problem is down here. You can see that it's completely like busted forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking this down. So I kind of inspected it and made sure how I'm gonna do it, because my first time doing this particular kind of style. I haven't done this style before. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off whatever I already have taken off or halfway unbolted, so you can see. Alrighty, so I have the condenser and everything. This fan really comes in handy. But other than that, yeah, so I took these brackets off, and then I'm starting to notice, look at that bracket. I gotta see if the new radiator comes with that, this whole bracket right here, because that bracket is damaged. I wouldn't be able to even slide the new radiator in here, that damage like that. But other than that though, here, these are 11. These were all 11 millimeters up here. This is the control module here. So, once you take that, there's a third bolt that goes over there, but it's missing. It's already missing. So I'm gonna just try my best to leave that and let it sit like that. So. Louisa. So now I have this top part off. I took the 13 millimeter bolts off, 4 of them on each, and I also took the bottom off too. I see this part comes off here. So over there, I'm gonna most likely have to probably, if I want to get this radiator out, how it's so much tension right here. There's a lot of tension right there. So if I want to get that out, I know I'm gonna have to get that out some way. Probably really don't want to damage the condenser, but to be honest, I don't even think the condenser and all these things work in this vehicle at the moment. But okay, so that's the upper hose. This one here is going to be a little bit, looks already closed, to be honest. Let's bring it closer. Place that. So I got to try and keep the wrench at the bottom. Try and get back on it. Yes, I'll hold that. There's no way I can get the box end on it. Yeah, the box end can't reach on there. So I think I got it now. That bolt wasn't tight at all. At least wasn't that tight. There is the bolt right there. Alright, here's the nut and washer that was underneath. Just pull that up. It's the bolt, 24 millimeter. I'm gonna just stick that there in the frame. Alright. I think that'll be all that's holding this on. See how that is. So let's see how I can, I got a longer pry bar if I had to. I just don't know where I would pry from. Let me get the bigger pry bar and see what I can do. Is that this whole thing is just bent. So you see how it's just in there and it's bent. This bracket is bent. So it's kind of coming out like from an angle, as you can see. It's like an angle. I'm trying to get that out. So I got the jack. Jacked up, a little bit extra height, which didn't really do that much, so pull it down, the radiator drops a little bit, but there's tension on here. We're going to try and lift it up a little bit. This is the old radiator. It is leaking badly from the bottom due to the driver hitting a boulder. So the driver hit a boulder, and yeah, that's pretty much that. So it was pretty challenging to take it out. The fan shroud is pretty much done. Put that down. I can't even take the fan shroud off. It's like everything right now up here is resting on it. So yeah. So here's our radiator. So yeah. So you can see how it bent from the bottom there. That's where it bent at from the damage. Where it sits. So this is the fan shroud. It's like had to cut this part off right here because when it happened, every time you crank this on, the engine, the fan would be hitting and like literally burning the plastic. So I had to cut that in order for them to get back here where they are. So other than that, yeah, I think this is all that I can do for now. Here is the mangled bracket, as you can see. That's really, really bad. So they're gonna have to get a new bracket, because that's not even gonna be able to be bent back. That as well at the bottom, I could bend that back, but that one is done. And this is the bottom part of it, so you can see it is also a little bit bent there too. That's the bottom where it sits on that side. So yeah, so I'm not gonna probably come back out here till maybe next week, because the fan shroud is coming Monday. But I can say for these trucks, FYI, if you are thinking about owning one of these routes or whatever the case may be, one of these FedEx truck routes, yeah, these are a lot of money when it comes with maintenance, because just that fan shroud is over $400. Just the new radiator, this was over $700. There goes the part number for it. So finding part numbers for these trucks is pretty complicated, but yeah, that's the part number for here. But yeah, this is pretty costly. So that too is going to be another thing. So if you have drivers and they drive something similar to this, make sure they are being careful and using goal. Get out and look.
2 weeks later.
Alright, so I'm back with the parts. This is the fan shroud, and then we have the new bracket for that bracket that was broken, and then we have the new radiator right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and take all this out. I'm gonna try to lift this up, move this back, and take this old fan shroud out, and then go ahead and start assembling this whole thing in. Alrighty, so fan shroud, old one is out. Now what we're gonna do is try to start getting the new one. So here's that part number, and here's the new shroud. So it's gonna, this is the bottom, it's the top. That's how it's supposed to be. Move all this back, and it goes right through there. Alright, so this bracket is annoying. This bracket right here. I had to take it off. I had it on and everything. I gotta take it off again because this radiator bracket, this radiator shroud was sitting cock angled. So just have to sit. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the radiator in here first, and then bolt it to hit these brackets, and then assemble this on because this is just a fight. So I'm gonna try it that way. Okay, so radiator's in, as you can see. And then we're gonna now, we got these 4 bolts in. Once I get it sitting down, put those on, put these back. Here's the bracket for up here. These little things keep coming out, so I've gotta remember to keep these intact. It goes over there. So the humidity is crazy out here, I tell you. It is so crazy. I have my little fan running. So we're gonna put this next. Hook it up with the hoses. Fan shroud. Okay, so the radiator is set in. I'm gonna bring this back over the top to here. Put this back. Fought with these bolts down here, but got them in. Transmission lines. Gotta put them in, and then we're gonna get all this straight back out. So not bad. Filling it up with coolant. This thing is a very handy tool here. I like using this. Gets all the air pockets out. See that? It's just getting all the air out of there while it's filling. You can like pause it. Then you continue. I just like using it. Alright. Battery time. Hook this up. Alrighty, we finally got it back and running. Gonna top off this coolant. Yeah, after that, that's it. That is it. Well, not really. We gotta get a new bracket. We tried our best to bend that back, couldn't even do it. So, other than that, yep, it's running. Gotta turn back down there and continue what I'm doing. I wanted to add as well, so if you guys have anything that you guys want me to put on there as well, I want some feedback. Let me know anything feedback wise, what you guys think, or any kind of ways I can improve the channel. I think you guys